Shalom, Sat Sri Akal, Mashlumech. Hello everybody. Not censored at all. Don't record this. Just let it go. Bear with me a second. Do you know, sometimes life is just so funny. There's just things happen that make you think, wow, that was very fortunate. So, just bear with me. Here we go. None of the videos I'm going to show is copyrighted by any organization. Okay? So, let's discuss this lens flare. Oh, look at that lens flare. See? Lens flare. That's lens flare, obviously. Of that. See? Obvious, it's lens flare. Okay, so it doesn't quite behave like lens flare, but never mind that, okay? Yep. It must be a lens flare. Otherwise, the world is different to what we were taught. But no, yet, there you go, quite distinctly, that's lens flare. Although it's not behaving like lens flare, you know, how lens flare moves in the opposite direction to whatever the object that's casting the flare. You know, if you move your camera off to the left, the lens flare will sweep to the right. Oh, but never mind that. Right, let's see this one. So lens flare, obviously, the object that's going to cast the flare must be visible. And there's the object, no flare, obviously, you know. Just we can see an object quite clearly. Oh, hold on a second. What are those two lens flares doing? Oh, look, there's a turquoise lens flare moving around the bottom of the screen. Can you see that turquoise lens flare? That's lens flare. Can you see those two other celestial objects in the clouds? Must be a lens flare. Yeah. It's interesting. And by the way, anybody can find these videos. I found them. I don't have magic powers. But no, this channel is never censored. No, don't be silly. We'll see proof of how it's never censored shortly. Oh, look, there's some lens flare. Or is that a sun? Is that a sun or is that some lens flare? Let's see. Looks like, well, sun, maybe. Or lens flare. Just an individual piece of lens flare, maybe. Looks like getting a bit obscured by the clouds. Oh, now that it's getting obscured, now the lens flare shows. Look, oh, there's the turquoise one. Hello. The one that's moving around just like lens flare moves around, whilst the other two don't. That's right. Must be reflections on a window. Oh, is that because otherwise you can't explain your world? Must be reflections on a window. Oh, funny how those reflections appear when the sun starts getting obscured and not when it is not obscured. Do you know the way that reflections on a window would behave? Yeah, funny how they don't behave like that, isn't it? It's funny. Now, let's see, and here I will pause, okay? Oh, look, a comment from someone. So I'm going to read the comments, and then I'm going to read my reply. And then we'll consider whether or not there's any kind of censorship going on. Censorship? Censorship? Surely not censorship. He writes, oh, let me just go and get my cat. Where's Meowie? Right. So, of course you can read this yourself, but I'm going to read it because I like doing mocking voices. at the Book of the Sun, making reference to, he made a comment, and I said, if you don't know about the history of my channel, best stay quiet. He goes, history of your channel, eh? You mean like you spreading dangerous pseudo-medical advice, lies about a woman who spurned your advances, filming yourself stalking other women you had disagreements with? You have never been censored for uncovering the truth. You have been censored for being a venomous narcissist who will spread dangerous misinformation for attention. And then he goes on. So instead of editing that comment and just adding to it, he goes on. YouTube doesn't care about hiding your half-assed theories on the flat earth. You and your theories are of no importance to them. They remove content that contains copyrighted material or breaks their terms of service. Your video was picked up by an algorithm. No one at YouTube has any interest in you. Okay, let me move ahead a little bit. Okay, so, I reply, dangerous pseudo-medical advice which somehow prolonged my life must have been by magic, right? Because let's face it, I had no treatment for stage 4 metastasized squamous cell head and neck cancer for 18 months. And the life expectancy untreated is 6 to 12 months. See how 18 months is longer than 12 months? Curious, huh? Looks like what I did was like the opposite of dangerous or something. As for the narcissistic twit I got rid of, who then convinced fools like you that it was the other way around, like that's not old hat. No, Dim, it was as I said. I got rid of the narcissistic freak despite attempts to persuade me with tales about being a millionaire. As if money is more important to me than being free of a narcissist. And I stalk other women? The narcissist I just referred to is not a woman, but never mind that. The woman, singular, you're referring to, who I confronted publicly, had held a live stream smearing me as a rapist. Did you forget that part? You're a bit like those Globebusters clowns who also forget things like rape smears they engaged in. You think it's okay to smear people as rapists, do you? Think you ought not to confront, and by confronting, expose them? Okay, well, it's to their own, I suppose. As for never being censored, let me pause here. Where are the videos I showed of the 24-hour sun streamed live from a pal in the Arctic Circle, showing live the sun descending well beyond north? They're gone, aren't they? That's called censorship, see? That's why you won't find them anywhere. But you probably don't even understand what the sun descending well past north even means for your globe. Certainly wouldn't be a surprise. And remember this well, don't keep forgetting, like you do with the other things. I discussed the filaments at length in the book I published 6 months before astronomers confirmed their existence. Is that also not true because you don't understand it? Are those filaments, which were later confirmed by radio astronomers, don't forget that part, and which completely destroy your model, also a half-assed theory? Wah, wah, wah. And then, just wait, it's fantastic, really. So, that's my reply to him. You know, it's just, there's no censorship, just algorithms and whatnot. It's like, oh, okay, very interesting. So, let me just move ahead a little bit. Right, so, right, let me go. Let's watch. Okay, so, see, it's a reply to him posted 1 second before I started, well, making this video of it. Let's refresh. That's what I've just done. I've just refreshed View 10 replies. Okay, so let's have a look at the replies. There's his comments. Oh, it must be down there. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. My reply to him is gone. Must be some very sophisticated algorithm. It's not there. Can you see it's not there? So I reply again, just to show. There you go. I'll get rid of that extra at. And let's see what happens. So, reply. Let's see. There it is. There's the reply. Of course, that's how YouTube works. So, let's refresh one more time maybe. Look. Yeah, there's the reply. Yeah, that's interesting. That's the reply. Of course, no censorship. Don't be so silly. YouTube personnel aren't looking at my videos. No, let's refresh. There you go. We'll see that it's still there, obviously. It's looking worrying. It says 10 replies instead of 11. Must be down here. No, it's gone. It's gone. Mr. A. Can't you see? It's gone. So what I did then, folks, let me... My dumbass. So what I did then was I posted it as a standalone comment and it disappeared. Because you see, some people might say, no, what's happened is that guy has blocked you, and when you comment, it doesn't allow you, or something like that. So if I paste it as a standalone comment, it should stay there, right? Well, it didn't. And I made a little video of that too. Let me see if I have it here. If not, I will do it now live. Okay? Yeah. Here it is. Okay, so let me show you. Oops. Good Lord. Now think, folks, how desperate do they have to be to censor such a small channel as this? It's like, wow, you're really concerned, aren't you? So, this is the video of me pasting it as a standalone comment. Copy paste, a wonderful tool. There it is. Yeah, perfectly fine. See, there's the comment. Then it'll just stay there. Obviously, when I refresh, it'll just be there all of the time. It won't disappear or anything. Yeah, see, it's fine. It's still there. 20 seconds ago. Perfectly fine. Well, that wasn't quite 20 seconds ago. You just saw the actual timing. Let's refresh once more. Just to... Oh, it's gone! Hey, it's gone again! So the reason I say that sometimes the world is just so almost magically wonderful is that I got to show censorship as a response to a guy saying, there's no censorship. If the guy hadn't done that, I wouldn't have bothered with replies and refreshing and stuff. First thing that happened, by the way, because I videoed that once I saw what was going on, I thought, okay, so I did it again. First thing that happened was I replied, but somehow there were 2 replies. It was duplicated. My reply had been duplicated. Like, well, that's interesting. I only replied the one time, and then I wanted to edit something in it, so I went, oh wait, let me just edit this. And I went to edit, and it's like, wait a second, there's 2 of them. But folks, seriously, think. Who is so desperate that they're censoring a channel with 3,000 subscribers? What's this channel presenting that they would actively stop comments like that comment? And the video that I showed, my previous video with the sons, I've shown different videos of multiple sons this time. But that video blocked in who knows how many regions. They don't specify now. Just, it's blocked in some countries and some regions. That's what it tells you. Not which countries and which regions. So I don't even know if it's, I haven't locked out to see if it's still visible here. But what can I say? Pretty desperate. I mean, that's got to be pretty desperate to... Now maybe what's happening is this. Maybe they think, if we do this, oh, he'll see it as gaslighting and it'll drive him nuts. Like, yeah. Maybe I sit going, oh my God, I'm being gang stalked. I'd better stress. Instead of going, oh my God, this is so pathetic. You can't do anything against me. Look, if cancer can't kill me, you think you can? No, you can't. The only way that I can be killed is, like I said in a previous video, if it's my time. And that's not your doing. So, you know, it's just, my gosh, so splendidly, amazingly interesting to me to see that, to see how sophisticated these algorithms are. Just fascinating. And that's it, folks. It's Mother's Day here in Britain, so I'm going to make some colgannon, and which is an Irish mashed potato meal, very nice. And I'm going to combine it with some chicken croquettes, which is a Spanish thing. So enjoy your Mother's Day if you're in Britain, and if not, enjoy it whenever it is in your country. Okay, folks, I'm going to bail. I hope you enjoyed this. Not censored. No, why would they censor a significant channel like this? By the way, oh yeah, I thought I would show this, but then can't be bothered now. Some of you might have seen months, more than a year ago, in fact, me reading, I think it was more than a year ago, reading from my own book about the filaments, and then showing video about the filaments, and showing articles that the videos were based on about the filaments, and how they'd all been published in November. My book was published in March. Some of you watching this will have seen that. I don't know if it's still there, I haven't even checked. Go and check now and see how many predated videos. They abound. Unfortunately, videos from 2015 even make reference to the discovery that was made in 2019. Oopsies. So, no censorship. No. Dirty tricks. No. Now, give Jaren this. He did show, and we all saw it live, and if you missed it, ooh, you missed it. A launch where they messed up. Live footage messed up. Split screen was supposed to be showing two different angles from the rocket, but they got the sequencing wrong, and this camera was showing further along the journey than this one, and and we all laughed. Later, this one, which was out of sync, it was showing the journey further ahead than the rocket was deleted and replaced with this version, see? But it still said live, and it still had the date of the original transmission. What does this mean? That you can supplant things that have been predated. So how would that work? Let's say I had the ability now to go to my earliest ever videos in my channel, which no longer exists, my first ever video, and present the Book of the Sun in that video. That was 2015. Imagine if I went, yeah, look, in 2015 I already had the book that I didn't write until 2019. But Cloudbeans won't understand that. So Anyway, folks, thanks very much for your time. Enjoy your Sunday. Bye.